Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we've got a very unique video for you, and I've got a special guest with me, Mr. John Lovell, Warrior Poet.
What's happening, guys?
Hanging out with me here. And today we're going to be looking at what bullets do when they hit hard surfaces and they skip off of concrete. We've got a concrete pad back here that we've poured, and we're doing this in a controlled area. Obviously, we're being very safe, but we're going to skip some bullets off the concrete. Look, bullets do some pretty predictable things when they hit hard surfaces, don't they?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. So, you know, when a projectile hits a hard surface, it tends to travel along the axis of that surface. So that's what we're going to demonstrate. This comes into play when you're talking about walls. I mean, I know, John, with your training, you do a lot of stuff where you're inside of structures and things of that nature. So can you elaborate any on the dangers and, you know, safety considerations of hard surfaces, walls, when it comes to gunfire?
Yeah, what matters is, hey, what are you shooting and what's the composition of the thing being shot at, and also what angle was it shot at? So there's just a ton of considerations. I mean, if you shoot through a bunch of walls, that round, depending on what it is, how it's built, and the composition of walls and stuff, it may go all kinds of different directions. You really don't even know where it's going to go. Same if a bullet hits bone, you don't know where it's going. Sure. When you have harder surfaces, so say concrete, for example, you can have a little bit more predictability of what's going to happen to the bullets. Typically, and even in a CQB setting, it's room clearing setting, operators are told, hey, stay off the walls, because rounds can hit a wall from an obscure angle and then it travels down that wall. So the idea is don't be huddled up real close to the walls, have a little bit of an offset. That's big because literally you can kind of shoot around corners. You can shoot someone down the hallway if you just end up hitting this hard surface right, and then it goes. Now, again, it depends on what kind of composition. So a bullet's going to react differently when it hits a piece of plywood at an angle than it would necessarily a concrete wall at an angle. So composition matters, angle matters, what type of bullet is matters, but that's really the big thrust of the video. Now We're going to shoot some balloons because it's stupid fun, right?
It is fun.
Now, it's fun.
Now, for the purposes of today's video, we're going to be shooting some concrete because that's what we happen to do. And this is almost sort of an answer to an FBI training video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but you see the FBI instructor bouncing bullets off of the concrete and hitting balloons. So we're going to replicate that to show you guys that you can control where the bullets are going. It's a lot easier than you think. So I'm going to pop those 3 balloons. I'm going to try to go 3 for 3. And then we're going to make a wall scenario with the same block to show you, to demonstrate what John was talking about. Okay, guys, we're going to give this a shot here. Earlier I did test it, and the first round was able to skip right into the balloon. You're going to have to use your imagination just a little bit. Pretend that this is a parking lot or something, and you know, you're talking taking cover behind a car. You know, you've got the space underneath. Bullets do strange things when they hit hard surfaces. If I'm correct, the bullet should relatively follow the axis of the concrete pad and hit the balloon, in theory. We're going to give it a shot.
And you're aiming at the concrete, not the balloon?
Yes, I'm aiming down at the concrete and skipping the bullet into the balloon. Give it a shot.
Let's science this.
Let's try. Popped all 3.
We'll take that one.
That was strange. I wasn't expecting that, for sure.
All right, so, all right, we didn't expect that. Good job.
Yeah, we got to figure out why it did that. I wonder if the jacket came apart or if it disintegrated.
That's amazing.
We'll check the slow-mo and see what happens.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, good job. All right.
All right.
All right, shooting walls now. Here we go. Going hot.
Going hot. Just to the left of the balloon, John.
All right, here we go.
Oh, man, barely.
Close.
One more shot.
All right, I'm going to creep over right a little.
You got it.
All
Good
right.
shot.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that was kind of a quick intro to this entire idea of skipping bullets off of hard surfaces. And guys, you should always know what's beyond your target, what's around your target. And when you're shooting hard surfaces, you got to really be careful about what's around you. I mean, we haven't even gotten into skipping bullets off water or other surfaces, or like you mentioned, plywood earlier and drywall. We may do an entire series of shooting walls and just seeing what happens, but concrete is an interesting result. And after seeing that FBI video, I thought it'd be really fun to try to replicate this with you down here with us, John. So what do you think? Is that neat?
Yeah, it was cool. It was kind of like trying to play with that angle. You wouldn't want to be anywhere on that berm. We were kind of going for I felt like I was playing pool with trick shots. I'm like, you had to get the angle right. So I'm like, if I aimed here, it bounced too much to the left of the balloon. If I aimed closer toward here, I was good. And I had to really pay attention to the elevation of the bounce and stuff. But no matter what, if there was a man-sized target, something that was a little more forgiving, man, you probably wouldn't want to be anywhere close to that. And if you were really close to this wall, it wouldn't matter where you were. A kneeling man anywhere around here is going to eat around. Yep. So, man, and here we're kind of banking with some distance into something too. So
that's a bad day. You wouldn't want to be down there.
Yeah, dude. I'd like to point out Eric nailed all of his real quick, and what, I'm 3 rounds in, so the prize goes to this guy. I suck, I lose. Way to go.
We all lose sometimes, right?
But this is called redneck science.
It is. We are engaged in redneck science. We're doing something, we're observing it, we're recording it, and we're drawing a conclusion.
I like redneck science. This is
all right,
awesome.
we'll have to have you down for more.
Sounds good.
And you know what happens when we're done with this concrete pad? We're gonna have to hit it with a 50 cal just to see what'll happen.
Sounds awesome.
And we're not there yet. Don't get too excited, but we will get there.
Don't worry, I'm not replacing Chad. Chad's behind the camera, being gracious. Y'all like Chad better. I like Chad better too.
So. Guys, make sure you go over there and subscribe to John's channel. He's a great dude.
Thanks, man.
Puts out tons of great content. Make sure you check him out. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I want to take a moment to thank all of our Patreon supporters. I know you guys deal with Patreon too.
Yeah, man.
You know, definitely want to thank our Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for the support. Those of you who purchase merchandise, whether it's over on John's channel, my channel, you guys, when you support your favorite YouTube channels, it makes a difference. We appreciate your support. Thank you very much for watching today's video. We'll see you guys next time.